I think it's pretty crazy. 400 million years ago, just one primate started to stand up, you know, and that's how we came to be where we are right now. And here we are tonight, still trying to perfect that shit, you know what I mean? It's a historical joke. It's a historical joke. I was out in California recently for pleasure. And I was pretty reliant on Google Maps when I was out there, but not when I was in LA because I played so much Grand Theft Auto, you know what I mean? I was at the corner, I was like, oh yeah, I beat a hooker to death with a dildo here. This is Ventura Boulevard and Sunset Lane, you know what I mean? That's like kind of semi-true, you know? I kind of knew where you were, and I definitely beat the hooker to death or whatever. But we made it back in time for my sister's baby shower. It was not my first time being to a baby shower. It was my first time invited to one, which was really nice, you know. And I'm ready for all those pictures on Facebook, all the baby pictures, you know, that get put on Facebook. And my friend posted the other day, she was like, yeah, my baby's in the 5th percentile for weight, but 95th percentile for head circumference. So I was like, that's a sugar-coated way to say you have an ugly baby, you know what I mean? Like, we all know. We saw the picture, you know. And my sister, she actually this past weekend had the baby. So healthy baby. Don't clap for it, it's not important or anything. Thanks, it's called pandering. And we're at the hospital, and I sat down and I'm holding the baby, and I said to my sister, I was like, you know, I've got Plan B out in the car if you want me to get it. And she was like, Aaron, Plan B doesn't work that way. And I was like, no, he got 5-star review on Yelp. He's going to do a great job, you know. And needless to say, we were very happy with Terry's services. Very discreet, very discreet. I feel like you guys love baby killing material. I can peg just from looking at you guys that you guys love killing babies when I walked up here for sure. And I am newly single, actually. I just I went through going through a breakup. Anybody in here ever gone through a breakup before? Yes, sir. I knew I was in a room full of losers. Good. And so I had to get some Plan B recently. Now I'm just looking for somebody to have unprotected sex with. So. That sounds promising. It sounds promising. It's going to happen. I see you over there. It's okay. No, yeah, there's no one behind you. I won't make you take the Plan B, though. I believe it's a woman's choice. Let's just get into that. Let's just talk about it, man. What must have happened, you know, in 1500 or whenever the Catholics decided to figure out their strategy for curbing unwanted teen pregnancy. You know, I would have liked to have been in the boardroom when that happened. I can tell this is going to go really well, so I'm just you know, you're in the boardroom or whatever, and he's like, all right, guys, we got to figure this out. We got a lot of teen pregnancies. What do you got? Chirps up. He's like, well, I was thinking one word, marketing strategy, abstinence. He's like, what? He's like, yeah, we'll just tell them to wait till marriage. He's like, fucking genius. But what's going to happen when a couple of them get pregnant or whatever, we're going to need some sort of social safety net to protect these people when they're in a situation they weren't expecting. No, I've got a great idea. We're just going to tell them that it's a miracle and they need to pray more to God. Boom! I knew you guys would love that, especially the guys in Texas hat. So yeah, that didn't end up working out, right? You know, because they overlooked one thing about teenagers. They don't think before they do shit, you know what I mean? You guys have all forgotten too. Just gonna keep digging this hole. It makes me think about, well, I was in Chicago this weekend and they put up signs all over in the highway, like 1 extra hour if you get caught drunk driving this weekend. And I think that's the same type of oversight that we have with abstinence only, you know, sex only after marriage idea here. Like Tim's hanging out with his buddies, right? And he gets a half-nude, naked message from a sexy woman, Naomi. which I purposely picked because that's I moan backwards. And you think he's going to be like, before he gets in his car, he's going to be like, you know, though, if I make this decision, I could end up in jail for 1 extra hour this weekend. You know what? I'm not going to do it. You know what he's going to really do? He's going to be like, hey guys, who's got some Adderall or some blow? Because I really got to make this trip, you know what I mean? I'm fine with you guys not liking this at all. It's the truth of what's really out there, you know. People are gonna fuck. You know, if you guys work in, see, now I'm starting to get you to understand a little bit. Like, if you live in corporate America and all or whatever, people start fucking each other. You know what I mean? You put people around each other 40 hours a week, every week, they're gonna start banging. You know. And there's all these little secrets going on. The company I work at, the vice president cheated on his wife with a lady 20 years younger than him, and now she's been like moving on up. You know, but none of us are allowed to talk about it. You know. So that's why I just told you guys about it, but don't ask me where I work after this. So I think, you know, there's just a little, kids are gonna, you get it, right? Right? You guys are banging, those guys might be banging. Me and you are hopefully banging later. I came up with a man's version of butterfly kisses. Instead of like doing your eyelashes on people's cheeks, like two guys brush their mustaches up against each other. So if you're feeling frisky later, there's a couple of good candidates in here. Not you need to work on your mustache. But yeah, I am going through a breakup right now. It's just starting to get a little bit better. It's just like actually being able to perform on stage. It's 4 years. 4 years I was with my ex-girlfriend. And right now, I'm just kind of hope someone has meaningless sex with me to cross some things off their bucket list. You know what I mean? Like mustache, check. Mullet, check. Jew, check. You know, we can get 3 for 1 in a night. You know what I mean? And it's hard when you're fresh to breakup because everything reminds you of the relationship. You know what I mean? You're like grocery shopping, and you're like, oh, she loved to eat. You know. Watching Netflix, oh, she loved TV, oh, it's my life. Changing the duvet cover, why does this take so long? They should have that in home act, changing a duvet cover. It's a process. You gotta do the buttons, you gotta untie the corners, take it off, wash it, put it back on, tie the corners. It's a long time, it takes a long time to, it's emotionally wakeful. I'll work on that phrasing, it didn't make any sense. But it's tough too because I'm at an age right now, I'm 30 years old, and it's like my choices are either women who are in their 30s that had a few kids, or girls in their young 20s who think Billie Eilish is the only person that understands them, you know. One of those are your two choices. Staying home and watching Rick and Morty reruns wins every time. Who's even seen here Rick and Morty? Did you just laugh and you don't even know why you laughed? You've seen it? You've seen it here, Rick and Morty? We got some people back there. Some of you laughed, you don't even know why you're laughing. You don't even know why you're here anymore. Like this show is going on for forever.
Love Rick and Morty.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I was going to actually say Seinfeld reruns, or I was going to do like Law and Order. I was kind of like, if I was to do a show where I was to make that joke, what show would you guys say would be like the good one to do the we're live workshopping it right now. What would be like your #1 rerun show? Seinfeld, that'd be a good one? Okay, so if I have like a middle-aged CPAP type crowd or whatever. And I'll just use Seinfeld. I'll plug Seinfeld, skip the Rick and Morty. If I'm in a college town, I'll do Rick and Morty. Okay, cool. I'm glad we worked that out together. We were much closer for that experience. And I haven't been dating, oh man. Don't want to get back into it. I had a chick hit on me. Her Facebook bio said, talk is cheap. Let's just vibe. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean, you know? And last time I went on a date, I was dating this girl. It was a few months or whatever. I wanted to show her that I was, you know, something a little sentimental to show that I want to put some effort into this. So I got out my big book of dinosaurs, right? And I'm on the page about how Stegosaurus can grow up to 9 meters long. And I got you, Brian. She was like, oh man, I hate to tell you this. She was like, I don't believe in dinosaurs. And I was like, oh my God, I had sex with a Trump supporter. Hey, cool, a couple claps. You know, the mix of the CPAC crowd and Trump supporters sometimes is difficult. And I'd like to thank you guys all for putting up with the mustache tonight. I know it's a little off-putting. It's not my fault. I just listened to Bohemian Rhapsody 10 times in a row. And I was doing a show a couple weeks ago, and I went outside while the headliner was up, and these kids saw me, and they were like, hey, are you a cop? I was like, no, bitch, I'm a pedophile. And I told him I was a comic, and this one kid was like, yeah, next time you're in a show, he's like, pick someone who looks kind of sick or whatever, and you tell him you look like a blind person from a Make-A-Wish Foundation. Drew him as wish came true. I was like, damn, dude, that's just mean. That's not a joke. You know, you're gonna need to work on that. And that wasn't funny. And then they're all introducing me their names. This one kid, the last kid was like, yeah, my name's Ligma. And I was like, what, lick my balls? And he was like, oh, yeah. And like, rode off on a scooter, called me a nerd. And then between the early show and the late show, I was standing outside, and everyone's standing around there, and the kids come around the corner again, and I see that kid, and I'm like, hey, look at my balls, what's up? But none of them were there for the context. So I went to jail and didn't make it to the late show. Hey, thanks guys, my name's Eric Cohen.
How do you like this weather right now?
What's that?
The cold weather, everybody like it?
No.
I fucking hate the cold weather. I hate it because my dick looks ridiculous. Like, just looks like a fucking button in hair. Bring on the warm weather so I can show it off. Show my dick print in fucking gray sweatpants. Not in this shit. I don't wear no gray sweatpants in this fucking weather. Girls just look at me like, ha! Button dick. All balls and shit. It is. It's fucked up when your balls get bigger than your dick does. Just me, huh? All you old fuckers in here, not you guys, right? Yeah, you know. Going to the gym and shit. I don't like going to the gym in the morning with all the old men in there, the old white dudes and shit. Walking around that bitch naked. Why are you naked? Like completely naked, Bill? He always wants to come and talk to you and shit. If you're tying your shoes, that's ugly. Right? You're on the bench tying your shoes. Here comes Bill, put his fucking foot up on the damn bench. Hey, Bacon! Playing racquetball? No, bitch, get them balls away from me. Fucking got them big ass long balls hanging out like that. Mine are starting to look like that. It's bothering me. I hate getting old. I hate it. Friends are talking shit because I got married again 4 times. 4 times, that's right. But I always tell them, don't say shit, bitch, you ain't been married once. You can't say nothing to me, you ain't been married 1 time. I got 4 women to marry me. You can't even get one to date you 3 times. And you're talking shit about me, oh, you're married because of you. No, you don't get married because of you. Look at me, I'm here. You're looking over there. Well, one eye's looking over there, the other one's looking over here. Who are you looking at? Fucker. You guys do look cute in the matching sweatshirt. She made you do that shit, didn't she, bro? Don't lie. Did she buy it for you?
No, I bought it for her.
You did? Oh. You sold all the way the fuck out, boy. You are kidding. You might get some booty hole sex tonight. Fuck that, I'd do it for that too. That's the bad thing thing about young people and shit. He might get booty's whole sex tonight, and then she might get ghosted on him next week and shit. Now you call him back. I know that shit happened to me one time. See, I was dating this chick and I started getting sick of dating her because she was boring. She was boring. She just would lay there and come all the time. And then it's like, man, this bitch comes easy. I didn't like it. Leave a big ass wet spot in my bed all the time. I'm constantly turning that bitch over, you know. She soaked through the bitch, the spring broke through the motherfucker. Had to get a new mattress. So I had a security entrance in the apartment I was living in, and she called me up, and I'm trying to get rid of her, right? So she called, she says, I'm right around the corner, and I'd like get the hell out of the apartment as fast as possible. She caught on to what I was doing, so one time, I come running out the door, and she jumped out from the side of the building on me. Like, hey, where you going? I scared the shit out of me. I jumped. Ah! All right, I don't know if I screamed like that, but it might have been more like, ah! She was all mad. She was like, I don't know why you treat me like this. And I was like feeling all bad and shit, so I took her upstairs and then she proceeded to give me the best pussy I ever had in my life. Then she would never pick up the phone from my old house again. She like got ghost on me. I'm like, you can't just give a guy booty hole sex and everything, toss his salad and then not call him back. Damn, I thought that meant something and shit. Cause it was crazy. Fellas, you ever get your salad tossed? Nobody, just me. Nobody? Well, let me tell you something, it's something else. Cause she was going to town, she had this rhythm on me, like head, jab, balls, butthole. And then I came, and then, you know what happened after that? I came again. It was like I had a multiple orgasm on that shit. It was. You know, it was crazy because the first time when she lifted my leg up like that, I was like, hey. And then she licked my butt, I was like, hey, hey, hey. I was like, what the fuck was that? And then she would call me back. So I went over to her house and shit. With my boombox, like Ferris Bueller and shit. Called the police on me and shit. I almost got stalking charges on me. She was about to put a damn restraining order on me. And I told the police, I said, dude, she tossed my salad, gave me the booty hole, and she won't call me back. He's like, that's fucked up. Then he asked her, why won't you call her back? She says, he doesn't want me like that. I do. Just for sex, though. I want a relationship. I do too, a sexual relationship. She didn't go for that shit, she didn't. So then I fucked her sister, her cousin. That's because you're not supposed to tell your sister, your cousin, your friend what the fuck this dude did to you. You don't do that. You don't tell what happens in the bedroom to your girlfriends, right, ladies? Right? No, none of the ladies. Y'all don't got no hoe ass friends, huh? She did. It wasn't my fault. I was like a lady in a Friday the 13th movie. They'd start chasing me and I'd fall down and be like, fuck them. Oh, I fell. What happened? I fell down and she fucked me. Wasn't my fault. Chris Rock says when a man's running and the woman is chasing him, he can't run fast enough. That's right. Me either. I can't run fast when I'm running anyway. I mean, look at me. I look like I skipped all my damn leg days too, don't I? Fuck you guys laughing at that shit. But the dick used to look big in this motherfucker. It does in the summer. Right now, not so much. I don't like it. I don't like when there's multiple urinals in the bathroom. I go in the stall now. Because I don't want the dude judging me next to me. You know how they go. If you're peeing right here, there's 5 stalls. Don't pee next to me. Because I know you're trying to look at my dick. Not you? No? Yeah, that's right. Don't fucking come next to me. I'll look at your dick first. Now I'll make that nice poof. Like mine is all of that or something. Used to be. Now, you know, I'm married again. She keeps this bitch empty. Whenever I gotta do comedy, I at least gotta have sex 3 times the day of and before. So she knows my balls are completely empty before I come out. That's right, she don't want me trying to have sex with anybody else while I'm out. I don't blame her. But I gotta tell her though, don't worry about it. She's like, why don't I worry about it? I said, because I'm 50, my options ain't as good as they used to be. When I was in my 30s and shit, and 40s, you know, the girls were really hot that liked me. Now, not so much. They're damaged already. You find a 50-year-old lady that wants to fuck around with you, she's not as hot as you'd like. And you know, and if she's got some issues, like her husband cheated on her, that's why she's single, she's got issues. Insecurity ones. She think you gonna fuck around on her too. As soon as you're married, that's really fucked up. Then if you lose your relationship, she don't want you because you fucked around on your wife or her. So what does she want your ass for? Right? Oh, just me? This is just my analogies right here. And then if she's a widower, you're always second best. You can't move into her house. She still got her ex-husband's picture in the fucking house. You're number 2, bitch, no matter what you think. His urn is still there with his ashes and shit. When it's his birthday, we still gotta eat cake. Fuck that. Eat no goddamn cake on another motherfucker's birthday. It's my birthday too, bitch. You like Virgos, ho? Make me mad, but dump his motherfucking ashes out. Shit. I don't care if he does have his teeth in there still. Y'all ain't shit for laughing at that. If he get old as us, maybe he'd have fake teeth like I'm gonna have. Where's my weed smokers at? We got weed smokers in here? One motherfucker in the whole place. 2, 3, ow! I like smoking weed, I just don't like my fucking woman to smoke weed. I don't like my woman to smoke no motherfucking weed. Because there's nothing worse than getting a blowjob from a woman with cotton mouth. That old dry ass blowjob shit. About to re-circumcise your ass. Just pull your dick skin all the way the fuck off and shit. Old dry ass mouth and shit. Ugh. Eat a now later, motherfucker, please. What happened to that great head you bought at that toy store you went to? Oh, nobody knows what the toy stores are, huh? That's where you buy the I got one in the car if y'all need to borrow it or something. Smells like fish though, but what? All right, my name is Big and you guys have a nice night.
You guys got kids? Anyone here got kids? Yeah, one person excited, everyone else is just like, eh. Yes. It's cool. I have a 14-year-old son, 13 and 11-year-old daughters, and an 11-year-old vasectomy. Guess which one's my favorite? It's weird having kids, man. They just treat you like shit.
spend all your money and would always rather be hanging out with other people. It's like being in an abusive relationship. The only difference is with kids, nobody's ever proud of you when you finally walk out on them. Start throwing around words like deadbeat. It's cool. I love my kids, man, but they do ruin things. Like my life. You can laugh. They can't hear you from out in the car. They do. My kids ruin things, man. Like, my kids fucking ruin Christmas. Every year they ruin Christmas. And I have 3 kids. You know how many presents I have to wrap? 3. And only one of them gets them. It's fucked up. I'm just kidding. I have to wrap so many presents every year and I suck at it. If I was going to wrap your shit up, I wouldn't have 3 kids. That was a common joke if you guys are keeping score. I think if I ever own a condom company, my whole marketing strategy, every commercial is just going to be a 30-second clip of my 4th graders recorder concert. And I'll be a fucking billionaire, because it sucked. It's cool though, like when you can start to relate to your kids, you know? Start relating to them about things like my son's 14 and he really loves Pokemon, you know? And I can relate to that, because when I was 14, my dad thought I was a fucking loser too. So it's cool. I try to be better than my parents were, you know? I think that's everybody's goal. And I think I'm fucking killing it. Not because I'm a good parent, but because mine were bad. Like vacations, I've been, I can't afford real good vacations for the kids, but I do but my mom, when I was 12, my mom thought a good idea for a vacation would be to take a Greyhound bus from Flint to Tampa, Florida. Which, if you've never taken a bus from Flint to Florida, it's like being in Florida for 2 days while you're on your way to Florida. Because it's all sweat and a drunk man named Wayne will put his feet on your face. That's a real thing. So I try to do better. This past summer I took the kids on a little weekend vacation up to Mackinac. It's a place up in Michigan. You guys probably never heard of it. Took the kids up there and it was cool. We got up there and I was like, all right, there's all these cool restaurants. We can eat wherever. And they're like, oh, we just want Little Caesars. And I was like, no, there's like all these cool restaurants. And they're like, no, just Little Caesars. And they wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. So I broke down and I was like, fine. So I got a Little Caesars pizza at the hotel room. And as I was putting it on their plates, my youngest was like, Dad, I want an apple. And I was about to lose my fucking mind. And I was like, you could have an apple when you eat your goddamn pizza. And that doesn't make any fucking sense. Kids ruin your brain. Sometimes they get you with cute shit though, you know? Like when my youngest was little, she kind of knew about comedy, but she didn't understand it. She was like, Dad, what do you do on stage? And I tried to explain it. And I was like, well, I try to make people laugh. And she was like, oh, are they your friends? And I was like, well, no, not usually. And she was like, she thought about it for a while. And she was like, Dad, I don't think you should tickle strangers anymore.